Welcome back, J-Fusion fans, to Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. So, we're going on to the next area. I have started, however, from this point, and I actually have done a bit of grinding off screen. So now I'm level 35, just to be sure that, I won't be so weak when I get to the next boss. So, after the headhunter boss, we gain access to the Undini soul, so we're going to use that. So now we have access to this area right here. So now we have to do a double jump. It's okay. And then another double jump. Going up here. So now we're here at the floating garden. Beware of the cockatrice's eye lasers. They're gonna damage you. I forgot to switch back to Arina's soul. Once you get here, you can switch back to any soul you like. You don't need to use the Arina's soul. So I went straight to this area to access the save point. Just saving the game. There we go. Now we can move on. We'll go into the exploration a bit later. What we're going to focus on is... Oh, wait. So, we're going to try to gain access to the next area, but before that, I'm just up. There we go. So I just killed that cockatrice for XP. Which is not bad. So now I'm going to have to switch weapons here. The katana. The imp is another annoying monster here. Ow. So now we're going to this area. And as you can see, we're now at an area that's not attached to the castle. That's why it's called the floating garden. So I'm going back here. And now we're way off. So, the floating garden is a magical area. It's like a portal to another dimension. Ow. Werewolves are tough, so you gotta be a lot more careful than I did. This is also a good place to pick up the money bags up here. Then we go up here to get the $500. So now I'm in this area and we're actually close to the next part. So there's technically no boss in the floating garden at this point. However, if you go back, you'll be transported into a different area. I'm switching to the katana because these monsters are annoying. The Ripper is like the Flea Man, but it throws knives. So you have here a unique monster called Kicker Skeleton. Now, pardon me guys because I am going to cheat a little bit to get its soul. So I'm switching to the Claim Solace. Switching my armor to Death's Robe. And then I'm going to change the Sherman ring into the Soul Eater ring. And changing Erin's soul into Gremlin. So again, I'm gonna have to farm the Kicker Skeleton. So based on the design, it looks like he looks like he's based from the Kamen Rider series. There is a Skull Rider, however, in the Kamen Rider Spirits manga. You can also see his red scarf. So he jumps and kicks like a rider kick. He also drops a rare item called the Ancient Belt, which is another obvious nod to the Kamen Rider series, being actually looks kind of similar to Kamen Rider Black's belt. So the Kicker Skeleton's soul is the only ability soul that needs to be farmed from a certain monster. So you perform a double jump and then press down A, press down button and A button while you're still mid-air, and then you can perform a downward kick. You can also press down diagonally, like this one. So I'm going down to this area and you can see there's a black door to the left, but we cannot access that yet. We'll come back to that later. I'm switching back to my leveling up armor. Well, not really, but my actual equipment for this point. Again, I did have to cheat a bit because of the Kicker Skeleton. Sorry about that, guys. but it was rather easy to farm thanks to my equipment. Now, in order to get back to the area that we need to go to, we're actually going to the right. So now we're back here. And then going to this side. Now we're back here. So this is the tricky part of the floating garden. Got werewolf soul. And then we'll go up here to get money. Get back down here, and now we're transitioning into the next area, which is the clock tower. So we meet Graham Jones once again. Someone told me that you are to inherit Dracula's powers. I take it that lady from the church told you that, didn't she? So he's talking about Yoko. The term inherit is incorrect. It's true then. I was born on the very same day that Dracula was destroyed. In short, that means that I am Dracula. So Graham Jones believes that he's Dracula. So the day Dracula died, probably his soul was transferred, you know, and then reincarnated as Graham. Someone thinks that he's kind. That's because I don't consider you a threat to my mission. But that being said, you have made it this far. I sense a power within you. Do tell me, what kind of power has awoken within you? The power to rule. What? It's impossible. I must get to the throne. Your name is Soma, right? You're wrong, Soma. I will not allow you to rule. So Graham is worried about Soma's ability. Now, this clock tower is the most annoying area. I mean, in any Castlevania game, the clock tower is probably, you know, the most annoying area in the game. In any Castlevania game, the clock tower is very infamous. So that was a lightning doll, and actually its soul is very useful in this area. So because I do have the lightning doll soul already, I'm going to switch to that. You can farm it here. Discharges lightning. Yep. So in this area you also have these monsters. You see these monsters flying around. So that's the Medusa head. They are also notorious monsters in the Castlevania series, especially in this area. I'm entering this save spot. Now this very area of the clock tower. This very area of the clock tower is going to be very useful for making money, and I will show that to you later. There's a soul that we can collect that can... Oh, okay. So we meet Yoko Belnades again. I just ran into Graham. Really? Which way did he go? He was in a rush to get to the throne, just as I thought. There's something important in the throne room. I'm sorry, Yoko. What's wrong all of a sudden? He's not who I thought he was. He was kind because he thought I was powerless. Okay. His attitude changed when I told him about my power. He thinks everything in this castle is his. It's better this way. The fact that he sees you as an enemy now means that you're my comrade. You don't want to be on my side? It's not what I meant. So much fun to tease you. It's not the time to be fooling around. Her presence here has thrown Graham into a panic. This is our chance. Using his cunning mind, he's been able to evade us up until now. I don't think anyone has seen him panic before. So Yoko and the others plan to trap him. So she's on her way to look for Graham. So once Yoko leaves, a disc armor will be in this place, and the lightning doll will be very useful. So this watery area right here, we'll come back to that later. And there's actually one thing I'd like to do here. So I'm equipping my katana crouch here, and so I guess I can come back to that later. Okay. Ow. So step just right on the edge like that. And I've been using my lightning armor. I guess I'll use the katana for this area. It's useful. Ow. So you can grab the sword called Mistletoe. I believe it's the first weapon you can grab in this area. Yeah, the katana is useful against the harpies. Ow. So you can see that piece of equipment flashing right there. That is where you get the Death's Robe. So Death's Robe is one of the few pieces of equipment that you can get only in hard mode. So if you want items like that, go hard mode. And this spot I think is also the best for the Gremlin Soul, which grants you 8 luck. And now I've been turned into stone by those yellow Medusa heads, so be careful. The Medusa head soul is useful, however. There's gonna be a boss battle later on that will have some use for the Medusa head. I'll show it to you later. So the great armor is now easy to take down thanks to the lightning doll. You can easily farm the lightning doll soul from the 2 lightning dolls just below here. I'd say that it's the easiest spot to farm from. See. You can also see an equipment right there, and that is Death's Sickle. So again, playing hard mode will give you access to that. Save state. But to actually get that weapon, you'll need a soul later. We don't have it. We don't have it right now, so we cannot come back to it. This is death. I'd say the katana is a great weapon for this part. So you can see those flying sickles. Okay, so I'm actually going to change my soul here just to make the fight a bit easier. Duplicant gains strength as it loses HP. Now this can be very powerful, especially if you're at 1 HP. There is, however, a soul that I need, and that is Headhunter. It increases stats just like the Lubricant soul, but it depends on how many souls that you have. Lubricant becomes more powerful the lower your HP. So we can probably switch to that if and when we get any lower. Alright. So I do recommend that you be at least level 35. That should be okay to beat once you are at this stage. If you are level 40. So death is again one of those bosses that grants you souls 100% of the time. So the Skula allows you to walk underwater, so we'll use that later. And I'm just going back to the save point. Save the game. Alright, save state, and that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please do leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from JE Fusion. This has been Philip, and I'll see you on the next Castlevania Aria of Sorrow.